Yeah, we're back. Woohoo, live. Let's get this fucking nightmare over with. Dude, fuck Comcast. Comcast can suck my fucking hairy white dick. Motherfuckers. Whole fucking internet went down. And my computer's really fast. So it, you know, reloaded everything very quickly. Got the stare downs coming up though. I'm gonna give my picks, but I'm not gonna put them up as the stare downs are going down. I just want to talk about how they're sizing up with each other. Yeah, but apologies to anybody that was listening to the last one. My internet went down, so this stream has been a fucking disaster. So I apologize to anybody that was listening. Whatever though, dude. I got a bowl pack. I got a little bit of coffee left. Stare downs are about to take place. Things could be worse, right? Fuck it. Cherry limeade in the chalice. That's about all I can do. First up, though, we got Island Perez and Lucy Putilova. Lucy, whatever. I know it didn't go down quite like that. It didn't happen quite like that, Lobby. What's up, though? Welcome back. Like I said, apologies to anybody that was watching that last stream. My internet went down and then StreamYard cut it, so I had to make a whole new fucking broadcast. And it took about a year and a half for my fucking computer to load back up. So that's my B. Flabber, jackin', flippin', flarn, filth, flarn, filth. There it is. All right, here we go. The stare downs are actually taking place now. First up, we got Island Perez versus Lucy Putilova. So Lucy is a good bit taller than Island. I think Island Perez is the better fighter. Not by much. This is very low level. I would never bet it. I'm going to go with Perez. But I'm not like overly confident in that. And I was hoping that fight would fall away because I just don't feel very confident in it at all. Now, this one's interesting, man. Estevam and Charles Johnson, I've really been waffling on this pick. Estevam missed weight, and he has had some of the worst body energy of any fighter. Like, he looks sketchy right here, right now. Johnson is taller. He looks thicker. Johnson has way more experience. Estevam is undefeated. I'll talk about that fight when the stare downs are over, but that's a tough one, man. That's a tough pick for me, and I've really been waffling back and forth on it all week, including like right now, up until right now. So this is Moda and Ogden. Ogden is bigger than Moda for sure. He's thicker, taller. This is another tough pick though, because Ogden, like what usually gives Moda trouble, Ogden really doesn't have that. But Moda just got knocked out like last Tuesday. So I don't know, dude. Tough one. Jekka versus Lucas Alexander. Lucas Alexander missed weight. Jekka made weight, but he didn't look that great either. There's some tricky fucking picks on this car, man. Shout out to the fucking Rabbit Dog. This is going to be a tough week in Arx Mecca. It's week 3. A lot of live dogs, I feel. So it's kind of going to be like another pick your dog spot kind of card. Tough though, man. So this is Mick Parkin and Kaio Machado. They size up pretty well. Damn near looks like a mirror match. I'm going with Parkin on that one. I think you got to go Parkin, but who knows? Maybe Machado just shows us something that we ain't never seen before. Duncan and Tallulin. Man, Christian Leroy Duncan is bigger than Tallulin. Tallulin's a big too, and Leroy is just brick shit house. Very nimble for a man that size too. So I'm going with Duncan. I think Tallulin is a jobber that just shows up for a check. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think that's what he is. And I think Duncan has a little bit more upside. All right, now this one, dude, this one has had a little spice behind it, man. Whether y'all realize it or not, and Helliger and Johnson, this is gonna be a good one, dude. I think those boys are gonna get after it. So keep your eye on that one, dude. That could be fight of the night. We're definitely gonna talk about that one here in a second. But Jonathan Pierce JSP versus Joe Anderson Burrito. I don't know why it's pronounced Brito. That I just don't get that. But anyways, man, Brito versus Pierce. Another kind of damn. These are some tough fights to pick, dude. What is Jonathan Pierce doing? This is corny. What is this shit? Fucking corny. Like what? He didn't stare at him, and then he pulls this shit out of his pocket and he's like, "Hey, bro, I just zinged you with whatever this was that nobody else could see, so nobody gets it." So it's like, what the fuck even is this? All right, so Medic versus Oral By. Medic a good bit bigger. Oral By has more fights, but Medic definitely has more UFC experience, and he's a better striker for sure. Oral By is a better grappler, and Medic has struggled with that in the past. So that's another tough pick, man. Kind of striker versus grappler. Medic's the way better striker, though, so we'll see what happens in that one. All right, so we got Hibas and Pinejo. I actually didn't see Pinejo weigh in because I was just pissed and dealing with this fucking disaster and not watching the weigh-in. So I'm assuming she made weight. You got to go with Hibas there. Unless Pinejo like clips her, which is possible. She's a jobber though, man. He was gonna whoop her ass and choke her. Talbot versus Aguirre. The line is way too wide on Talbot, but I think he wins. Like if it's close, they're not fucking giving it to Aguirre. They're pushing this kid Talbot. He's young. They can market him, and yeah. So I think it's gonna be a close one, but I think in a close one, it's gonna go to Talbot. So here we go. Now this was fuck, dude. This is another tough one. Levitt and Chase Hooper, two of, by their own admission, the least threatening UFC fighters. But it's a tough pick because they're both kind of grapplers, albeit with a little bit different styles. I don't know who I would give the striking edge to, honestly. Neither one of them are great strikers, but say Levitt's the better kickboxer and Hooper's probably got the better hands. But I don't know, man. It's a tough one. The co-main event is difficult to pick too. Morales and Jake Matthews. Morales is young, but he's very dangerous. Matthews has way more experience, and he's pretty young himself. But I don't know, man. I've still got some questions about Morales, and Matthews is kind of an inconsistent fighter, so that makes it a tough pick. Now, the main event here. Paul Craig is a little bit taller, but he's not a lot bigger. Now, I'm sure he'll rehydrate and look like a big fucking boy. Doing a little jawing back and forth. It's always an intense stare down with Paul Craig. But yeah, that's your main event. That's your stare downs. So let's talk about these fights, boys. I do apologize for the having to restart the stream and getting cut off like that. And it was a poor start to that last stream to begin with. So it's just as well, right? But let's talk about these fights. We didn't really get a chance to talk about them properly. So let's do that right now. Two people are that are in the building. Unless you're just lurking, let's talk about these fights, man. How do you feel about them? Got any bets? Got any confident picks? While we're just waiting here, shout out to the Ma fucking Dome, the greatest group chat in the world. The overwhelming majority of my audience. Y'all are the shit. Appreciate the unwavering support. Shout out to the boys at Post Sports Radio. Big Show picks. Money Mills, the MMA locker room himself. Nikki Elbows. All boys over there. Shout out to you. There is no MMA locker room talk podcast this week. And next week is Thanksgiving. But after that, it will pick back up. Last episode was a pretty good one, though. It was pretty funny. Check it out. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Big Show had DM me that I'm assuming it's on Spreaker, that it's hit over 1,500 downloads. So shout out to everyone that has downloaded that on their devices. Check the last episode out if you haven't. Your boy finally hit a fucking parlay that I made on there. So that was it was good to hit one of those. And like I said, we'll the podcast will pick back up after the holiday. So yeah, shout out to the boys at PSR. I will be in that stream Saturday evening, or tomorrow evening rather. Still looking to win that elusive third contest, like UFC pick'em contest. Sign up for that shit, man. It's easy to sign up for anyway. It's not easy to win. You got to have good picks, and that's pretty difficult on a consistent basis anyway. So yes, make sure you sign up for the Pub Sports Radio UFC. Well, I would say it's weekly, but it's every event, every UFC event. So I'm looking for my third victory in that. I will be in there Saturday night, chilling. And dude, this is a tough card, man. This is a tough card for betting. I'm hoping to be bragging about cashing some bets. I have made a couple bets, 4 to be exact. I will make no more, no less. I made 4 bets, 2 units in total, all underdogs. This will be a UFC Bro Picks style betting slate. Shout out to my dude Bro Picks. I'm actually on a couple of the same dogs as Bro Picks, believe it or not. And believe it or not, I did not know that Justin was betting these two when I bet them. I guess great minds just think alike this week. But yeah, there was a couple other dogs that I bet as well. But yeah, riding with the homie Justin on a couple of these dogs. I'm sure y'all know what they are if you follow Bro Picks. But yeah, there's a couple other ones that I bet, and it's not anything crazy. Like I said, 2 units. See what happens. It's kind of a tricky card, man, for betting and predicting, especially for predictions, dude. God. Fucking oh yeah. Shout out to the Rabid Dog. I did watch the very tail end of that last stream, and I caught the gist of it. The pertinent information, which is that it was kind of a cliffhanger, dude. Just be on your toes, boys. Make sure y'all fucking show up Saturday night. If you're in the Mecca, I don't know how many times I've had to say this on this channel alone. Every time Ark does the Mecca and goes live. Anytime he goes live, he tells y'all this. So I don't know how many fucking times it has to be said. There's no excuse for not showing up Saturday night. Dude, even if you're at the fucking event, even if you're at the event, you don't need to be in the whatever, man. I'm not going to get into that, but dude, just fucking be there for if you sign up and committed yourself to compete in this contest, fucking show up for the stream afterwards. That's where the fun happens, dude. That's where the chaos happens. That is where the Mecca happens. So make the fucking pilgrimage to the Mecca on Saturday if you're in the fucking game. Now, this is a fucking tough card for it. There are some bets that I made that will not be my Mecca picks. So, yeah, I made a few bets. They're all underdog bets, but I won't be picking all of those dogs in the Mecca. Real tough for predictions, man. A lot of live dogs. Are we back in this hoe? What up, Jimmy? It's my teammate. What up, boy? That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You heard right. So yeah, dude. Fuck. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough card. Jimmy, I was just talking about this. I was joking, you know, Ark's last stream, I was yucking it up with Jimmy about how our system is we're gonna pick all dogs. Don't tell him, dude. Don't tell him that's really our system. But I am actually gonna pick a few dogs on this card. And I haven't talked with Jimmy about this like behind the scenes or anything, but I'm picking 3 or 4 dogs this week. So this week in the Mecca is very much going to be a I don't know. I hate to tell you, Jimmy, but it might be a fucking win or go home spot for your boy. Like I might either get Highlander or might get like the lowest score. I'm not going crazy. I'm picking mostly favorites, but I do have like 3 or 4 dog spots, and it's not going to be all the ones that I'm betting. So, yeah, I hate to tell you like that, partner, but kind of might be a little bit of a gunslinger this week. Is that what it is? I listened to like the very end of it, and he was saying that he wasn't putting out I listened to the part where he said he wasn't going to put out Tapology links. Like he said he was tracking everyone individually. Now, are we playing each other? Is that what it is? I don't know, man. That's why I didn't want to speak too much on it, because I was scrubbing through the very end of the stream while I was rebooting my fucking computer, and I caught that like right before the stream ended. And he said he wasn't going to put out the links and track everyone individually, but I was kind of scrubbing through that before, and I don't know. Is that what it is? Can someone give me a little confirmation on that? I'm going to go watch it when this is over anyway, just to for my own edification, but I would say anyone else that's interested in what's going on, I'd say just go watch the stream back yourself. And that's what I'm going to do myself, like I said, when this is over. But no WMMA dogs. I might What's up, Rip? Sort of, kind of. Some of them I'm starting to feel more confident about, but overall, nah, man. I think this is a sketchy ass card. I think this is a real sketchy card, and it's weird with predicting. I do a lot of my predicting based off of my gut reads and my gut instincts, and I do that with betting too. But it's weird because whether I win or lose, sometimes it doesn't matter like how I feel about it. Like sometimes I can be feeling so fucking good and confident about my picks, and it is just a fucking wash, dude. Just a bloodbath. Other times I'm like nervous as shit and like, oh God, I fucked up. Like I made the wrong bets, the wrong reads, whatever, and I just fucking knock it out of the park. So it's weird, man. Like I always try and trust myself and trust my instincts and my fucking, my gut feeling. But a lot of times, like during the week and leading up, like my anxiety can kind of play tricks on me. So it's a tough question to answer. It's a long way of saying sorta. That's a very long-winded. All right, just how I do. It's a long-winded way of saying sorta, kinda. Jimmy saying, pretty sure that's how we're competing against our own team in the high score. Okay, gotcha. Gets to boot one of the others. Okay, I like that. That's way more bloody. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back and watch the rest of his stream and just see for myself. But shout out to the Rabbit Dog, man. Yeah, it was just another one of those ones. Just I was just getting fucking tired. It was like 2 a.m. I was like, dude, I'm about to pass out. So yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. What up, Mills? What are you doing? What you know good? Shout out to my dude MMA Locker Room, Money Mills himself. So what's everyone in the chat? Hope y'all like Bellator 301. It's our last event. What he says. Nice, dude. What up, General? Yeah, we're back, dude. Mills, you missed all the fun in the my fucking disastrous last stream I did, dude. Had to StreamYard cut it off. It fucking fell apart so bad. But good to see you, man. Check out Mills on you can find Mills and myself on the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast, which will fire back up after Thanksgiving. But check out MMA Locker Room on social media. You can find him at the Bellator events, doing correspondence, and yeah, man, does great interviews. Shout out to the homie, man. Good to see you. Jimmy saying, "What up, Mills?" God, my computer's slow. Said I'll be at 296. Let me know if you make the trip. I finally fucking hit a parlay that I made on the podcast, man. That felt good. Okay, watch the face off. RIP Brenda Allen. Yeah, so tough card, boys. I did make some bets though. Y'all want to talk some bets? Y'all want to get greasy real quick? What do you like this weekend, Mills? I know you're gonna put out some tweets and stuff, but if you feel like talking about it, if y'all want to get greasy real quick about UFC Vegas 82. My slate is complete, gentlemen. 4 bets, no more, no less. All underdogs. Some are pretty steep underdogs. Others are closer to pick'ems. But that's my slate. You want to talk about it? What do y'all like, dude? What's y'all's favorite bet for the weekend? Let me know. Perhaps while we all have a casual toke together. It's cherry limeade cake today. Cheers, boys. You know what, Jimmy? That's a great point. I'm glad you said that because if you pick Paul Craig fights based off the weigh-ins and the stare downs, then you pick Paul Craig every single time. Like he wins the stare downs every time. He's in the fucking William Wallace face paint and he mean mugs the fuck out of his opponent and it's super intense. It's like it gets you in fuck it, it gets you hyped up for the fight. But yeah, he's matchup dependent. And this is a tough fucking fight to pick. This is a tough card to pick, dude. This is one of the more difficult cards on paper, I feel like. It's a lot of striker versus grappler matchups. And it's a lot of fighters that really too desperately need a win. Like dudes that are on the last fight of their contract, have one win sandwiched between two losses, and really need one bad. Like there's a couple fights like that where it's like both dudes have 3 fights in the UFC. They're 1-2. Both of them are coming off a loss, and one of them is going to get 2 in a row. So it's like, I feel like I hear people break down fights like this a lot too, where they're like, this guy really needs a win. I don't think he's going to lose 2 in a row. It's like, well, one of them is going to fucking lose 2 in a row. And with a card like this, where it's like a lot of live dogs, this one really just, I think this one in particular is going to come down to chins and takedown defense. I think that's how a lot of Jack doing his best, Sugar Sean. 14 fights, is that correct? I believe so. Let me double check for you real quick, Rip Van. Let me show you what we got right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 14 fights. You are correct. Yes. Shout out to the 7 people in the building. Smash the like button if you haven't already. It would be great if we could hit 10 live viewers after the atrocious start I had to the last stream that went down in fucking flames. That would be fucking so sick. But yeah, let's talk about these fights. So let's talk a little betting. Let's get greasy. I have made some bets. Once again, little disclaimer, anyone that doesn't know, don't think for one fucking second that I'm out here giving gambling advice. I'm just telling you the fights that I bet on. Just talking some shit about the bets that I've made. Okay? I would never tell anyone to bet what I have done. But since we're on the subject, I mean, I am somewhat of a profitable bettor. So I'm not totally talking out of my ass neither. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely not a fucking baller. I'm much more of a minnow or a guppy than a whale. But I'm swimming along here, you know? Looks like I'm gonna end out the year with some kind of profit. There's worse bettors out there. 2 years in a row of profit. I'll take it. Can't all be hand over fist profit margins, whatever. But yeah, so I've only bet 2 units this week. 4 bets, 4 dogs. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about these bets. Once again, these are not all going to necessarily be my mecha picks. A couple of them will be, but not all of them. So the first bet I made it because I really feel like this is a 50-50 fight. And I feel like it should be pick 'em odds. I don't feel like either of these guys should be lined over the other one. So like it's kind of one of those whoever was the underdog, I was thinking about betting it. This guy definitely has a path to victory, and I think that he wins this fight more than the line indicates. So I bet it. My first bet for UFC Vegas 82. I happen to be on the same page as one UFC Bro Picks. Shout out to my dude. We riding with the Monkey King this week. And I will be picking the Monkey King in the Mecca. Just so you know. I think he's the better wrestler. And I think in their grappling exchanges, they both pull guard. I just think Levitt will be a little bit stronger. I still think Chase Hooper is just kind of like a little bird. I think Levitt has a little bit more, and it's crazy to say because he's not someone you think of as manly, but I just think he's a better wrestler. I think Hooper is a little bit more of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu nerd. He does have good ground and pound, but Levitt's not gonna accept the positions. I don't think. I think in the scrambles, Levitt will be the wrestler that ends up in top position, and Hooper will be fine to just fall to his back. That could happen to Levitt too, which is why it's not a super confident pick, but I don't really see how you can be super confident in Chase Hooper either, which is why in a 50-50 like this, like at plus 180, yeah, I'll take the dog. Both guys have passed to victory. Like I said, I think Hooper's probably the better boxer. Levitt probably has better knees and kicks, though. And I think that he will get the wrestling going more. And I think he will be the one that's either on top or looking for a submission. Could be wrong about that. It could be Hooper. Hooper does fish for submissions. He is a sub grappler. He probably has better Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I think overall Levitt is the better grappler and a little bit more well-rounded of a fighter too. So give me Levitt. It's a sketchy pick. I'm going to pick Levitt in the Mecca. It's risky, but that's one that I think is going to be 50-50, man. I think like that's going to be a Mecca divider. So I think that's a potential spot to get a leg up. And we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, I'm going to pick Levitt, and I bet him as well. So there you are. Do with that info what you will. Lurkers, you go run tell that. Bring it, ho. We're just going to get into a headbutting contest. No fists, no feet. Just hands tied behind the back and just headbutts. All right. Those are the rules. That is if you want to be a gentleman. If you want to be just some Mongol, then it's no holds barred. All weapons. But yeah, if you care to be a gentleman, then yeah, we're going headbutts. But yeah, but no, totally. Bet the farm on whatever I say. The face-off wasn't awe-inspiring for Levitt, and I hate the second baby banter. God. Yeah, I don't like that either. Egghead. Egghead. Yeah, it's a pick 'em. Like, so I think it's a pick 'em. So I'm gonna take the dog. There's only one Allen whose fighting abilities I respect, and that's Noah, not Brendan or Arnold. Great. Yeah, he does. He is a peculiar and quite feminine fellow. Hooper's going to land 400 strikes off his back and win via split. God, don't you tell me that, Noah. I know you on Hooper. I only fade your boxing. You fucking piece of shit, Lobby. Don't you ever fade my fucking boxing picks, dude. You know that pisses me off when you say that. Whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck. You fucking piece of shit. Yeah, well, whatever, dude. It's been a rough year for me in boxing picks and bets. And you just had to bring that up, didn't you? Just to fucking wind me up. Fucking smart aleck, dude. Whatever, Lobby. You're a fucking antagonistic piece of shit. And if you weren't such a fucking loyal listener, I'd fucking time you out right now. Yeah, whatever, dude. What about old Shakur, dude? Did you watch that? That's a great. What's that, baby? What's that? Snoozer of the fucking year right there. Anyways, that's my first bet. Jordan Levitt's my first bet. Yeah. Whatever, dude. No, it's not. No, it's not. Now that we're on the subject, no, it's not. I mean, that's a can't miss bet. I mean, you would think a no name like that he would just trounce him, but of course not. Like, he knocks out Jamel Herring, but not this fucking dude. Whatever. Tank will knock that motherfucker to Neptune. But let's continue with the slate. This next one, this is a tough pick, man, because this really is a striker versus grappler. If this is on the feet, we eating, we cashing. If this is on the feet, this is going one way, and it's my way, and anyone that's betting the side that I am is going our way. And the grappling, it could be woe is us. But this dude is super duper fucking live on the feet. Tough pick. But I mean, honestly, you could probably even make this dude a wider of an underdog. And the more that I think about it, it's like I kind of wish he was, but I still like him as a dog, if that makes sense. Talking about Joe Anderson Brito. I think that he's probably the most dangerous guy that Jonathan's faced on the feet, right? It ain't Makwan. And yeah, Joe Anderson hits really fucking hard. If he turns on the fucking, if he puts on his wrestling shoes, if he turns on that wrestling rat mentality, then he can get it done. But this is one that I'm waffling on, man. I really don't know who I want to pick in the Mecca on this one. I'm really tempted to like hedge it, like bet Brito and pick Pierce. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know with this one. This is one of the tougher fights to pick. Brito is so fucking live on the feet. Pierce, I'm not going to continue. This is my problem with Pierce. I faded the dude when I shouldn't have and like continued to hold the Joe Lozon loss over his head. I'm not even thinking about that necessarily because it's not going to be that kind of fight. Like Lozon ground him out. Burrito's not going to do that. He's going to spark him. So it's kind of tough to really be super confident about Pierce if they're standing, but if he gets the grappling going, he's probably going to win, which is why it's like I like Burrito a little bit more as a bet than a pick. If Burrito clips him, probably in the first round, that's 100 points in the Mecca Playboy. So that's a very tempting proposition. So I don't know, dude. A lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of strands, man. A lot of strands in old 2 Cents' head. Right now, it's just a bet. I might pick Pierce in the Mecca. I don't know, dude. Tough one. Striker versus grappler, for sure. Burrito hits like a truck. I'm not going to say Pierce has a glass chin, but I don't think he wants to sit there and get fucking... I don't think he wants to sit there and test his mettle against Burrito in a fucking phone booth. Call me crazy. Yeah, I mean, Morales is a good striker. He's kind of old, though, dude. And he doesn't have one punch power that Burrito has. Yeah, Pierce, he's on a nice little streak. The C-Run is aging real nicely, but again, this isn't the same fight. Anderson has a longer reach. Anderson is a bigger dude, and he's longer with his reach than Christian Rodriguez. And he's much more of a striker. C-Rod has good striking, but he's more of a mixed martial artist. So, yeah, I mean, unless you think it's Kai Kamaka, Burrito probably the most dangerous striker he's fought. So, I mean, he could just go straight to the wrestling, which he is good at. So that's why I'm like, do I pick Burrito too? It's a tough one, man. It's a really tough one to pick. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But Burrito is a bet. Bet that. God. I see someone in the chat that is about to get RKO'd in the middle of the ring. What's up? Yeah, I see you, Lurkeroni. What are you doing? What are you doing, Cage? Avoiding sociopathic freakazoid bridge trolls? Making your way through life trying not to get harassed by fucking lunatics and getting RKO'd silly? God, you would be. Here's another fucking RKO. Just RKO. It's another one just for that. Just for being a fucking ginger and a heel and a fucking Philly dude. Philly area dude. Wretched breed. You and Aaron and all those other Philly area. Nah, I won't. I won't give my bud that much of a hard time either. That's a little bit of an insult. Lumping Aaron in with Cage. It was a joke, but maybe not. Maybe a little too far. Shout out to the 10 people in the building. I know, dude. Fucking Lurkeroni, my jabroni. Can I when you've already been doxxed? God, dude. Man, he is a weird fucker. He is a weird ass motherfucker, dude. But what's up, Cage? Yep. Talking picks. I'm betting Burrito, Cageroni. I don't know if I'm picking him in the Mecca, though. But how about that? How about that, boys? The other stream is a disaster. My internet cuts off and StreamYard drops the whole fucking stream. This is a restart, and we get 12 people in here. So smash the like button, and I appreciate it. Yeah, we're talking picks and bets. I'm betting Burrito. Don't know if I'm picking him, but yeah. Yep, riding into betting battle with bro picks this week. See what happens. If Burrito and it hit, we eating. That's my night. But I do have 2 more bets. Again, I do not know if I'm going to pick these fighters in the Mecca. I'll give you one. I'll give y'all one. And it's not going to be this one. I bet Jekka. Dude, I'm sorry. Yes, Jekka, I think, has a very low ceiling. He's a limited fighter. But Lucas Alexander does not. He's 8-3. He's a good fighter, but he's not that good on the feet, man. Jekka could haul off and clip this dude, and I think he does it more than once or twice out of 10 times. So again, if I'm picking Jekka, I'm really tempted to, because I think if he wins, it's going to be by first round knockout. And that the thought of just getting one red points right then and there, just boom. When a lot of people, well, I don't know how many people, but some people are going to pick Alexander. That's not going to be like, I feel most people are going to pick Alexander there. A couple few people are going to pick Jekka, but that's a nice spot to maybe get up on the pack there. Nice spot to maybe fucking put Jimmy in a fucking atomic noogie bulldog scenario, you know? So we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to pick Jekka yet. Plus 400. Get the fuck out of here, dude. This is forcing my hand. Like, that's just too wide. That's too wide. If it was Jekka plus 200, even Jekka plus 250, nah, I'm not touching that. But plus 400, nah, dude. That's wide. That's off. That sticks out like a sore thumb. And there's no way I won't gonna bet it. It's a trap. My dumb ass done fell right into it. You got me. But nah, dude. I'm betting him too. Nice. I don't know, dude. I just did it. How did I do it? How does he do it? How does he do it? Hey, hey, I know, right? Crazier things have happened. I have not talked much about the Duncan. You want to talk some Duncan right now, Jackie boy? You want to talk Duncan? You want to talk Christian Leroy? I'm your Huckleberry dude. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Christian Leroy Duncan versus fuck, I can't remember it. Dennis Tululin. Christian Leroy Duncan is a big fucking boy. Dennis Tululin is a big guy. He's a big fucking middleweight. And Christian Leroy Duncan standing next to that dude, they almost look like they were in different weight classes. So if you want my CLD hot take, CLD rolling Jackie boy. That's what I think. I think Leroy Duncan going to style and profile. I don't know if he finishes Tululin, but he might. I can see him hitting Tululin with a crazy like tornado kick or a fucking flying knee or head kick or something, dude. I like Leroy Duncan here though. I think Dennis Tululin is a classic, like, common jobber. Not a bum, not a high-end jobber though. He's just like your middle of the pack. I'm here. I need a paycheck. I will fight at my set between second and third gear of my ability. If it's enough to get the job done, cool. If not, it was a decent, halfway entertaining fight, and I get my check. That's what I think Tululin is. I think Leroy Duncan is at a point where I think he wants to see what he can do. I don't know if he's ever going to be champion, but I think he's at a little bit more of a, he has a little bit more motivation right now, I feel like, than Tululin. So yeah, I think he gets it done. Jackie boy. Christian Leroy Duncan wins. By some kind of method, I don't know. I'm sure you'll pick the right one. You're a dude. God. It's a tough card. Dude, his wrist is fucked up. Like, if you look at your hand, it's like the southeast part of his hand that's closest to his wrist. Like, if you go right down from your pinky finger, right before it hits your wrist, that whole area was swole up. He tried to throw it on the sideline. He couldn't even do it. He couldn't even get his like arm around. So his wrist is fucked up. Logan Wilson is a dirty ass motherfucker, dude. I'm sorry. Fool me once, fool me twice, but he injured 3 Ravens players. And like, that's not, dude, he did that shit to Odell Beckham in week 2 or something where he basically gave him like a fucking head and arm throw after the play. So, like I said, one time, maybe an isolated incident, but Logan Wilson, I'm going to say right here, he is a dirty ass motherfucker. I'm not saying like, I don't want them to go crazy with like, the rules are already bad enough. So I'm not saying like, no, that tackle, you tackle people or anything. I'm just saying like, he like even like need Mark Andrews when he got up. Like, get off me, don't touch me. It's like, dude, you just fucked his ankle up. You are the aggressor, dumb motherfucker, and you're acting like you're like he won't get off me. So you like knees Mark Andrews while Andrews is there like writhing in pain. He's a piece of shit, man. Logan Wilson's a fit. I don't like him. Anyways, sorry to go off on that tangent. But yeah. Yeah. No, he's not. No, he's not. Petrosian is a lot better than people give him credit for, and Dennis Tallulah ain't Petrosian on the feet. He is not Armor Petrosian on the feet. Tullulin's kind of a jabra. Leroy might head kick him, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far, but Christian Leroy Duncan is the pick for sure. I ain't betting it though. Now, I don't know if you bet this, Jackie boy. As a matter of fact, I think if you want to know what Jackie boy did bet, this is the only person I do this with. Check him out on betmma.com. He is legit one of the top bettors in the community. You don't have to take my word for it. Go to betmma.tips and see who's sitting in second place on their fucking capper board. All the big shot fucking players, all the big fucking ballers, all the guys you know, who's sitting on top of all those motherfuckers. Except for like one dude. Take a guess. So yeah, he's the only dude. Jack is the only dude that I will co-sign or endorse or whatever. Tell you to sign up for his shit. So I don't know if my point is I don't know if Jackie Boy is going to divulge this. Jackie Boy is very much of the game is to be sold, not to be told. And I respect that. So I would never force him to give out any of his bets. But I'm going to tell you that I made this bet, and I would not be surprised if this was a Jackie Boy bet. I'm not saying Jack bet this dude, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did. Once again, I think the audio cut out. I'm not saying Jack bet this dude, but it wouldn't surprise me if it came to pass that he did. I did. This is another one where it's like, if it was plus 200, I wouldn't do it, but plus 335, dude, plus 350. Nah, I tried to catch it when it was at 350. I missed that a little bit, but hey, maybe Craig doesn't win, but Allen does not win that fight 7 out of 10 times. I'm just not believing that. Allen has too many mental lapses, and Craig is too dangerous. So in my head, this is about a 50-50 fight, to be perfectly honest with you. This is a tough mecha, dude. And I'm gonna go ahead and just say this right now. I'm picking Brendan Allen. One that I'm gonna be upfront about. I'm hedging this one. I'm betting Paul Craig, and I'm picking Brendan Allen. It could end up costing me, but and hear me out. This is my reason for picking Brendan Allen. If Brendan Allen was a little bit better, Paul Craig would beat him. Does that make sense? If Brendan Allen was like a little bit closer to the top, I think Paul Craig would beat him. But he's not. He's much closer to fitting the bill of the other guys that have beat Paul Craig. Allen, to me, is much more of a Khalil Roundtree Alonzo Minifield, Vulcan, better than the guys that Craig has beaten. Jamal Hill, Ankalaev. Those guys that are like, whoa, dude, how did Craig beat them? I know. Allen, like I said, if Allen was a little bit better, I think Craig would beat him. But he's not. He's just the kind of knucklehead that Paul Craig loses to. So I'm picking Brendan Allen. But he don't win the fight that many times, dude. So that's kind of like an auto bet. Shout out to my dude Aaron the dog. He mentioned that in the Dome sometime earlier this week, and that's kind of what did it. So I'll give Aaron credit for that on that. If Paul Craig hits, I'm gonna have to give the dog some credit because I agree. It's an auto bet. Yeah. Dude, these are tough picks for the Mecca, man. They're really tough picks. I'm kind of playing shit a little bit closer to the vest this week. There's so many goddamn live dogs. I'll give out a few picks, but these are tough matchups, man. A lot of like striker versus grappler matchups, and a lot of I was trying to think of which fights it was, where it's like both guys have 3 fights in the UFC, probably on the last fight of their contract. They both have a win sandwiched between 2 losses, but one of them's going to get 2 losses in a row and probably get cut. There's a lot of like loser leaves town. This is very much feels like we're clearing off the roster for some contender series signings or some new signings for next year. It was like okay, which one of you guys is going to stay and which one of y'all is going to not ride off into the sunset? Which one of y'all is going to get taken out to pasture? Put out to pasture. God, I can't talk. Weird. It's weird. It's like that's why I bet Jekka too. Like, yeah, I think Alexander probably wins the fight more times than not. But is he really winning 8 times out of 10? Fuck no. I think Jekka definitely knocks him out like 4 out of 10 times. And that line covers that easily. So fuck yeah, that's a bet. Jekka is a bet. Craig is a bet. I'm picking Allen in the Mecca though. Just because, like I said, if he was a little bit better, Craig would whoop him. If he was a little bit better, Craig would triangle with him, but he's just the kind of like knucklehead that Craig loses to. He's much more of the level of a Johnny Walker, Vulcan, Minifield, Khalil than he is Ankalaev, Jamal Hill. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Probably not. Probably a terrible bet. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And some of them, should Anderson be more of a dog? Joe Anderson, Burrito. I'm kind of sketched out about that one. Like I'm like, that's, I don't know, dude. And another one where it's like, maybe I pick Pierce. Fuck, I don't know, dude. I don't know. You don't want to overthink it, but it's a tricky one, man. So many live dogs. On paper, seemingly live dogs. I'll say that. A lot of people in the chat in the Mecca too. So I get it, boys. Everyone kind of, holding their cards a little closer to their chest. I'm doing the same. But yeah, I'm picking Allen, man. I just think he's a little too young and hungry and aggressive. And that usually spells doom for Craig. The guy that's on his way to the top of the division is usually the guy that Craig catches. And I just think it's more of kind of the Allen's a good fighter. I'm not going to call him a jobber, but I think he's going to settle into much more of a gatekeeper role. I think that's Allen's ceiling. And I don't know, dude. I don't know. Counterintuitive, but I'm going kind of off what's happened in the past. I know, not like me. I know, right, Lobby? It's weird. It's not like me. I usually like to back the old Billy Goats, but nah, man. Picking Allen, betting Craig. I'm picking Jordan Levitt, and I'm betting Jordan Levitt. I'm betting Joe Anderson, and I'm betting Jekka, but those are the two where I'm still on the fence about who I'm going to pick in the Mecca. Do I pick Jekka in the motherfucking Mecca? I don't know. Tough, man. Tough picks. Not too many fights to feel super duper confident on. The co-main event is another one. I'll go ahead and tell you, I'm picking Michael Morales, but I'm not betting it, and I don't feel super confident in it. Jake Matthews is another fighter where I think he's live, but I do think Matthews finds a way to lose it. If you look at Jake Matthews and his record, he has a lot of fights. Like his experience, I don't think can totally be overlooked because he has a lot of UFC experience, dude. He has like 10, 15 UFC fights. But he doesn't, other than the Leech is a good win. But other than the Leech, he doesn't really have that many good wins. He's got some good losses. Matthews is a guy that has good losses, but who's his best win? Like Fialho. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm on Morales. The kid's 24. He hits like a fucking anvil. Like, I don't know, dude. I think he's going to slow Matthews. I think he's going to fuck him up. But I'm not confident enough to bet it. I'm going to pick him, though. It's not a super confident pick, but Matthews is live on paper because of his experience and his well-roundedness. And there's been some spots where Morales has looked shaky. And I think he could look shaky in this fight, too, but I think Matthews will get out over his toes and get clipped. Is what I think is going to happen, probably. But who knows, man? We'll see. Indeed. And that's tough. It's tough to do that. You don't really know how people are going to pick. Lobby, it's interesting that you bring that up because, dude, there's been cards or fights where I've been stunned. Like where Ark has kind of laid out what the breakdown was, like what the split was. And I've been like, what, dude? That many fucking people pick this guy kind of fights, you know? So, yeah, it's a tough thing to do, but you're right. That's the idea. I think Allen and Craig is going to be like 60-40. I feel like Morales and Matthews will be like 70-30 Morales. I think there's some people who pick Matthews, and I don't think it's a bad pick, and it's definitely not a bad bet. I'm not going to do it personally because I Matthews is too inconsistent to me, and Morales has burned me too many times, and I don't want Moyes fucking set tripping on me. I don't want I don't want like retaliation from the fucking Morales crew. So I'm gonna pick Morales. A lot of people are gonna parlay Morales this weekend, and he could win, dude. He can knock Matthews out. I think he probably does. But dude, you might be sweating it. You might be sweating it a little more than you think. I don't think he's gonna just run straight over Jake Matthews. I think he's probably gonna be in trouble and end up getting like a comeback knockout. A come from behind knockout, kind of. I don't know, man. We'll see. I would not be parlaying fucking Michael Morales, though. Exactly, dude. That's a good point. Yep. Just another reason I want nothing to fucking do with it. I got to make a pick. I'm gonna pick Morales, probably by knockout, but that's those odds, and like I said, the fact that Matthews might not win, but he's not a shit fighter. Like, he is capable of winning a fight. He's well-rounded. He have a jiu-jitsu. He have a boxing. He doesn't always make the best decisions, but he's got a lot of experience. And Morales, I'm not going to say he's untested. Like, Max Griffin is a good fighter, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. I still wonder about Morales moving forward, but I do like that they're kind of slow rolling him. He's 24, and they're not ramping up the competition too much, or too fast rather. And I like that. I like the pace at which they're kind of moving Morales through the rankings. So I think this is an appropriate level of competition, and I think he probably takes care of business. Tell you what another tough pick is. Tougher than meets the eye. Might be an easy pick to the naked eye, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about it. It's an underdog that I'm picking. I haven't talked too much about this fight yet, and I probably won't, but it's an underdog that I'm picking. It could end up really biting me, but I think that almost nobody else is going to be on this underdog. And it could be, like I said, I'm kind of fucking emptying the clip this week, dude. And if I get it done, if I empty the clip and I hit my targets, I'm probably going to get Highlander. But if I don't, I'm going to be left very vulnerable, and I could be going home. So, yeah, I know might be a little early in the game to be doing that, but I don't know, man. I think this is one of those cards where I think if you play it safe, you're going to end up maybe not right at the bottom, but you end up kind of like sort of right in the middle. This seems like one where if you go out, you could really separate yourself, man. There's a lot of underdogs. And I don't know, man. It's tough. Real tough. People are going to pick Craig. People are definitely going to pick Craig and Mecca. I don't know how many people. People are going to pick Matthews. People are going to pick Brito. People are going to pick Levitt. So I don't think I'm going to be like on an island. I don't think I'm going to be on Levitt Island. I don't think I'm going to be on Brito Island. Plenty of people are going to pick Allen. So, yeah, I'm on 3 or 4 dogs. Levitt's going to be one of them. That's a risky one, too, because I think that's going to be split. And Burrito, too. Like, definitely people are going to pick Pierce. And I might end up picking Pierce, too. That's when I'm still kind of just like, I don't know. And Jekka, too. Jekka and fucking Alexander, man. I'm fucking struggling with that one, dude. Do I sack up and pick Jekka in the Mecca? Do I pick Jekka in the Mecca? Do I pick Jekka in the motherfucking Mecca? Picking Matthews. It's not a bad pick. It's definitely not a bad bet. I'm not. I'm picking Morales, but this card is full of those kind of fights. I feel much more comfortable betting Jekka at plus 400 than I do picking him in the Mecca. I might end up picking him, though. And Brito, I might end up picking Pierce. Because that'll be one of those, if Pierce does win, it'll be like, I don't know, he might finish him, but probably like a very frustrating Pierce decision. Where like Brito has his moments, but it's like all 3 judges score the contest 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision. Jonathan Pierce is like, God damn it. So I'll be pissed if that happens, but that's one of those. Jekka and Brito are 2 where it's like if they win, it's probably by knockout and probably early. So if you hit that first round knockout, 100 points. And it's not going to be. Brito and Pierce will probably be more split than Jekka and Alexander. Although I don't know, man. I don't know how people are going to react to that weight miss. If people like, I tell people not to take the weigh-ins too, like, don't let that be the determining factor for you. But it's going to be for some people. Some people are going to see Alexander and be like, fuck that, I'm on Jekka. Not everybody. I think more people will be on Alexander still overall, but I don't know, man. Some things to think about. Things I want to be thinking about this evening. Yeah, I was talking about earlier, Zero. I think that unless you're counting Kamaka, which, dude, I don't really think so. Brito is probably the most dangerous dude he's ever fought. Like, he's probably the best striker he's fought. So, yeah, I wish it was wider. Honestly, I feel kind of sketched as, like, for some reason that's sketching me out. He feels like more like a plus 150 or something. Maybe the line came down. I'm sure it did. But, yeah. Pierce is a better grappler, and like I said, if he wins, it's going to be really fucking annoying and frustrating and pretty fucking like it's going to be. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe Pierce by GMP. Tough pick, and it feels like a lot of kind of those fights on this card. Pierce Burrito stylistically is similar to Jekka and Alexander, so I keep bringing that up. On the feet, I think Jekka will fuck Alexander up. I think Alexander, he has that tall man defense, and I think a Jekka overhand would just hit him right on the kisser. But I can also see him out grappling Jekka too, and Jekka has sketchy cardio and a very sketchy level of competition. But Alexander, he just does not seem like this big of a favorite. And again, I don't want to harp on the weight miss because I tell people all the time not to worry about that too much, but I don't know, man. The proposition or the idea, or rather, of picking Jekka is getting more and more enticing. He's definitely a bet. That's an auto bet. Plus 400? Nah. Alexander don't win the fight that many times. So yeah, that's an auto bet, but a pick. Is he a pick? That's tough. Burrito's a tough pick too, though, man. We've seen that happen before. Reminds me of who was it? Lucas Almeida and Pat Sabatini. Kind of feels like it could be one of those. Yeah, so and so's better on the feet, but if he just gets taken down, it's not going to matter. Kind of one of those. That's kind of what I'm scared. Jekka feels less sketchy for some reason because I don't think Alexander, like, I know what Pierce can do when he's good. Alexander, like, I don't know, man. It's tough too because I was so down on Jekka and so happy to gloat about picking Jubilee, but now it's like Jubilee got whooped by Breeden. It's like, yeah, Breeden would probably beat Jekka and Alexander, but I don't know. I don't want to like overcorrect either. Like, I'm not going to hold losing to Brito against Alexander, but Ocho Peterson, I'm sorry, man. That is not a super great win. Yes, the dude has fought a lot of guys, but people, that Chase Hooper win is not like, that does not a good fighter make. He has some good losses, but he has some bad ones too, man. He has a shit record, so like that is, I don't think that's a super duper great win. Kilburn definitely isn't a great win. What? Who the fuck else has he fought? Like, yeah, Jack is a can crusher, dude, for sure. He's for sure a can crusher. But so is fucking Lucas Alexander, dude. You telling me you telling me a 19 and 11 dude isn't a can? Get the fuck out of here, dude. You telling me Jacob Kilburn, fucking 8 and 7 Jacob Kilburn isn't a can? Those are Alexander's best wins. Fuck it. I just convinced myself. I'm picking Jekka. Jekka by knockout. Jekka in the Mecca. Jekka in the Mecca. Jekka by knockout in the Mecca. Great. So yeah, that's my slate. That's my 4 bets. And yeah, I'm going to check out the very end of the Rabid Dog stream right now. I'm going to look at that right now. Rabidity. Shout out to the Rabid Dog. I want to confirm this for myself. I'm going to find exactly where. Oh my God, dude. Why can I not? Why can't I see the chat? Did he take the chat down? God damn it. All right, let me just see if I can. I should have put the headphones on. All right, here we go. Are they talking about football? Shout out to the 8 people in the building. I'm checking out our / stream to see what the deal is with the matchups this week. Jimmy was saying that he remembered that it was like the teams turn on each other and like the teams of 3 like play each other and the highest score gets to boot out one of the lower scores or something. But I need to see what's going on. Okay, I feel like we're getting warmer, boys. So now he's talking about the MIA squad getting put together and getting punished. I remember some of that. Okay, now he's around our team. Okay, I feel like I'm getting warmer. Shout out to the 6 people in the building, man. Smash the like button. Catching up on r/ stream. Okay, Ark's mulling this over. All right, him and Ear thinking it through. So he's trying a way that it'll work. Excuse me. Again, if you're just joining me, I'm listening back to the end of r/ stream to find out what's happening with the teams this week. I did catch the part at the very end where he says he's not sending out the links, but Jimmy was saying something about that the teams, it was going to be teams of 3, but now we might be matched up against each other. So I want to see what's up. We'll see what's really good. Okay, there's only less than half an hour left, or about half an hour left. So it should be somewhere in here. Fucking pube head. Miserable sack of shit. Okay, here we go. So now talking about spinning the wheel, potentially. So he's talking about bro picks. I still like the idea of firing Cabbage's bitch ass and then just making the bro picks real news Travis team. I'm just playing. Cabbage is a fucking buster though. He's a fucking annoying mush mouth. All right, let's see what's gonna happen. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to listen to this. So those are your weigh-in results. We had. Oh, I do want to see what happened with that. Perez, Rafael Esteban. That's another fight where I don't know who I'm going to pick, man. That's another really just like, it's tough, man. Now I was talking about real news. Yeah, Charles Johnson and Esteban is another tough pick, man, because Johnson has way more experience against a much higher level. Probably the better striker, but his takedown defense is so sketchy. And watching tape of Esteban, I just feel like he's just going to be a rat and he's just going to go to the grappling. And if I pick Johnson, I'm not going to bet him. If I was to pick Johnson though, and he just got grapple fucked and is like sitting there like up against the fence, splitting his legs, trying not to get taken down. Then he gets taken down and just like bitching about it and like complaining that the ref should stand. Like if that happens and he loses like that, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to deal with that. So I don't like, man. Esteban missed weight though, and he looked the sketchiest. He looked the most like with his tail tucked between his legs. So the idea of picking him is not like something I feel really confident about. But I might still do it. I don't know. Johnson, he's another guy that has good losses, but he ain't really fucking beat nobody. Jimmy Flick is not a good litmus test, dude. That like, there's most of the people in this chat can knock out Jimmy Flick. No disrespect. Like it, I don't know, man. I think Johnson is kind of smoke and mirrors, but he's got way more experience. Like on paper, I kind of get it, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't like Esteban at all at the weigh-ins, but again, that's the weigh-ins aren't the fights, dude. So we'll see. All right, well, let's see what's going on here. So Ark is talking about real news. Okay, here we go. Yep. So Ark says, okay, how about they all compete against each other? There you go. So Ark's putting it to the chat now. So this is what Jimmy was talking about. Shout out to the 6 people in the building. I'm listening to the end of Ark's stream. Shout out to the Rabid Dog, the host of the Mecca, the creator and host of the Mecca, I should say. So he's mulling over the idea of having the teams compete, having it basically like 6 separate games, which that was, I think we did that in season 4. Yeah, here we go. Yep. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, that's what it. Uh, talking about firing shit stain. So yeah, that's what Jimmy was talking about. So that sounds like it's what it's going to be. But hey, dude, you never know. That's kind of the nature of the thing, and you never know. Shit changes day to day with Ark, so stay on your toes, and most importantly, show up for the fucking stream on Saturday because you never fucking know what could happen. Going into this last stream, the one that I'm listening to right now, the game was set up differently than it looks like it might be now. So that's just another example. Just fucking be ready, dude. Head on a swivel. So yeah, I like it, dude. It's brutal, and it also whittles the pool down quickly. And I know that he was talking about wanting to do that because if he's trying to finish it up by the end of the year, there's only a couple more events. So you get 6 people out of the way, boom, just like that. So I like it. So yeah, that's what it sounds like. So this is just he's going over his first idea. See that? Okay, I got confused right there. This is what he first said. This is how going into the stream. This is what it was going to be. Low scoring players gone. The 2 highest scoring teams are safe, and then there's a couple more eliminations. All right, this is confusing now, so I don't. All right, hold on. I'm gonna hold on. Okay, so he's weighing the options. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Yeah, I like it. I like the separate games. Why shouldn't the mecha be brutal? Yeah, fuck yeah. So he says he wants 12 people left at the end of tomorrow night. Okay, so it's still it might okay. I like it, dude. I'm about to find out for sure. I hope he sticks with this separate game thing. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, if you want to get it whittle it down, this is the way to do it. Yep, I agree. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde está Johnny Cardone? No la sé. I don't know. Not quite sure. Yeah, I'm just listening to the end of Ark's last stream to find out what the deal is with the teams. I think he's still like mulling it over. Okay, still don't know for sure. Ark's admonishing the chat. Oh, I wish he fired Cabbage. He's such a fucking bitch. There's no reason. Fire bro picks because that's my fire the other ones. I would say don't fire real name and come to my channel no more. So yeah, say bro picks and fire the rest. No, I'm just playing. All right, so what's gonna happen here? So I think it's still kind of up in the air, honestly. Oh wait, there's still a fucking hour left. Hold on. All right. Well, I don't have time to go through the whole rest of it, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, so it's looking like. Sorry, I thought I was way further closer to the end. I was like, why is it still like it's like the stream's almost over? I was like, wait, there's an hour left. Anyway, that's my bad. So yeah, shout out to the Rabbit Dog. I'm gonna watch or listen to the rest of that and find out what the deal is with the Mecca. But it sounds like it's either he's stick with the original format or do this where the teams are playing each other. So it'll be one of those two. And yeah, Arc might go live later tonight or possibly a pre-Mecca stream. We'll see. Anyways, man, shout out to the Rabbit Dog. Shout out to everyone else in the Mecca. Good luck. Jimmy, I don't know if you're going to be on my team or if I'm going to be playing against you, but I'm going to whoop your ass in. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, man, good luck. Good luck to everyone. And I think I'm going to wrap this one up, boys. We'll get out of here. I'm going to get something to eat. And yeah, hope you all have a good weekend. Kind of a disastrous stream, but there were 12 people in here at one point. Or 12 accounts. So appreciate the live views and make sure y'all smash the like button on your way out. I'm gonna get the song going and I think I'm gonna get out of here. But yeah, these are tough picks, man. This is a real tricky fight card, real tough for the Mecca for predictions, Tapology, whatever. Got a few bets, all underdog bets. We'll see what happens. But thank you to everyone that came through. Shout out to the Dome. And was it PSR? I'll be in there tomorrow night. Mills came through here. Best of luck, Mills. Check him out on all social media, MMA Locker Room. Good dude. And we'll be back with the PSR MMA Locker Room Talk podcast after Thanksgiving. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, shout out to the boys, man. Podcast hit 1,500 downloads, I believe, on Spreaker. I think so. It's a nice little milestone. Jackie boy, appreciate it, man. Best of luck, Jack. Everyone else too. Good luck with all your shit, all your bets and stuff, all your picks if you're in the Mecca. And yeah, man, not a bad little second part of the stream or second stream or whatever. But thanks again, boys. I'm gonna put this song on and get up out of here. I still have the fucking headphones on. Yeah, I thought it was gonna. Well, it was a nightmare for a little while, but ended up having 12 people, so I'll take it. Yeah, make sure y'all smash the like button on your way out. Thank you to everyone that came through. Best of luck this weekend. I will be back on this channel Monday to recap what happened at UFC Vegas 82, to recap or to give you my 2 cents on what happened in the Mecca. And then Wednesday, I will be back on this channel as well with my friend and co-host Aaron the dog, and we will be continuing the Cosmic Countdown. So if you like talking movies, come back here next Wednesday. The recap for everything. Thursday is Thanksgiving. So yeah, man. Hope y'all have a good week. If y'all got family in town and stuff, enjoy your time with the fam bam. Have a great weekend. Good luck. And yeah, man. Shout out to the Dome. All the boys coming through. Appreciate all the support. Hit the like button. Just my 2 cents. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.